There are currently over 7.3 billion human beings that inhabit planet Earth, according to the United States Census Bureau. That doesn't include the animals, insects, and other species that share this planet with us. The difference between ourselves and Earth is that our planet is done growing. Our populations are not. The current population is 3 times what Earth can support, and though there's really no solution to this problem, the best option we have is to practice sustainable agriculture. At Tarleton State University, our Wildlife Sustainability and Ecosystem Sciences Department has an array of projects ranging from aquaponics to vegetable gardens, both of which contribute towards the idea of creating a more sustainable environment.
As a faculty member at Tarleton, I've had the opportunity to work with what we refer to as the Sustainable Teaching Garden. And that was started 2 or 3 years ago using a raised bed approach in which we obtained some native soil and some composted dairy manure to make the growing media inside these raised beds. And we grow a diversified set of vegetable crops primarily and utilize both a spring planting for summer crops and a fall planting for fall and winter crops.
The Sustainable Teaching Garden is a garden here on campus with the idea that students can actually see fresh produce being raised and grown and harvested. My interest in that as a registered dietitian is for students to be able to see produce actually being grown and realize that they can walk by and grab a handful of cherry tomatoes. I encourage students to go and clip herbs so they can take them home and learn how to make something fresh with those. We also use them from a sustainable standpoint. We use these herbs and the fresh produce in the teaching lab and the foods lab that I have.
We have recently received about a $300,000 grant from the United States Department of Agriculture to expand our efforts in our gardening activities. And this grant, there's several facets to it, but the one that I'm primarily involved in is developing community gardens in and around the city of Stephenville, and those will be going in this spring. One will be located here at the AgriLife Research and Extension Center and will be used primarily by our local county extension staff for some of their adult education and outreach programming to be able to show people in and around the Stephenville area how they can grow their own vegetables in their backyard situation. The community garden that we're in the process of installing, we will be planting that this spring and inviting residents to come out and harvest some of the crops as they become available.
We're here looking at aquaponics, and what we use is the fish, and the fish generate nutrient waste, and then lettuce cleans the fish water, and we recirculate it to the plants, and we bring it back to the fish. So this is a sustainable agricultural system because the only inputs are fish feed and then some iron, so the lettuce is a darker green, and then rainwater. Rainwater is a little bit more healthy for the plants because the groundwater has a lot of minerals in it that make it difficult to lower the pH. So in the greenhouse, we're looking at lettuce that we're growing in aquaponics. But I could grow higher cropping plants like tomatoes, cucumbers, pepper, and strawberry, which are all fruiting plants. But in order to do that, I need to get some of the fish waste into a gravel bed and have worms release that higher nutrient waste for those fruiting plants. Our filter separates some of the larger solid waste, and we feed those to prawns. So prawns help keep all of the nutrient waste in the greenhouse, so there's no discharge in aquaponics. Everything can stay in the greenhouse.
The ultimate goal of sustainable agriculture is to produce higher yields while minimizing the use of pesticides and fertilizers, which will result in not only saving money, but more importantly, protecting ourselves and our future environment.